Hello, our good people of the Vanguard listenership family. Welcome me again to this episode of your favorite business show, the Vanguard Business Life. Now, we all know the circumstance or the situation we have in our economy today since the uh, assumption of office by our new president, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, in the past 3 weeks. It's just for us to look at the implications and then how we navigate the environment to sustain our businesses. In particular, let's look at the foreign exchange market because it's been significant development, major, huge development in the past few days, since Tuesday last week. And now, as of yesterday, the developments are still evolving. We haven't seen the last of the policy reforms in the direction the president had pointed at in his broadcast that we need to have a unified foreign exchange market. And then CBN went into action early last week, abolishing the multiplicity of exchange rate windows and then converging or consolidating on what they call I and E window, the investors and exporters windows of the foreign exchange market. It's not difficult to understand what goes on there. I'm sure most businesses, especially small businesses, they don't know what's I and E window. Unfortunately, and funny enough, the IE window was created for small businesses a few years back. But the bulk of the people that benefit from the window are not small businesses, the people we call micro, small, and medium enterprises, MSMEs. They are not there. They are literally shut out. It's about who can get it. And then uh, you have businesses running on the parallel market. Instead of the exchange rate we used to see in I and E window at about 461 naira to a dollar, we are seeing the businesses running and procuring a foreign exchange or making the transactions based on the parallel market rate of over 750 naira to a dollar, all throughout until say last week. Now, with the last week changes, policy redirections, and consolidation of exchange rate windows, we've seen the so-called IE window or the official market, as we call it, official market. The rates had moved up. So Naira depreciated massively through last week by over 40% from that 461 to about 702 naira to a dollar. And interestingly, in the parallel market, or what is called black market, the exchange rate was still a whole lot stable. The depreciation rate was still less than 10%. Okay, through the changes that happened last week, and we are seeing a situation where the changes that have been happening, especially yesterday, where the Central Bank of Nigeria's Bankers Committee they met, and then on a Sunday, that tells you how critical and urgent the measures required to be made are in the business environment, financial market, and foreign exchange market in particular. And they have rolled out other measures to make sure that the market is transparent. Yes, transparent in the sense that it's now a real market, because before now it's not really a real market, it's not open. Okay, so a major policy twist or introduction there, or reintroduction rather, because it's been with us some years back before it was suspended. Willing buyer, willing seller. Don't mind the jargon. What it means is market forces, uh, demand and supply for interplay in a transparent manner. If you have dollars, how much are you willing to sell? If I need dollars, how much am I willing to pay to get that from you? And it happens in investors and exporters window. Everybody plays there. The independent suppliers as individuals. We also have companies that have dollars to sell or need to buy. And we also have the Central Bank of Nigeria that almost in all instances, in all circumstances, they supply. Now, the movement in exchange rate will continue to be somehow unstable. Yes, after the depreciation in the first two, three trading days of last week, since the policy was introduced on Friday, Naira stabilized, gained marginally. From that 702, it returned to 663 uh, Naira to a dollar. And then the parallel market remains stable at around 765, between 765 and 775 to a dollar. And we see that the situation is likely to continue, especially when we still have supply gaps there. But we expect, analysts expect that in due course, supply will improve, especially with independent and foreign investor suppliers coming in the wake of the new policy that seems to suggest transparency. If we have adequate supply, not only will the prices, the exchange rate be stabilized, it will also kind of begin to gain traction in terms of appreciation, in terms of increased value for the naira. We'll give you further details in our subsequent bulletin on what's happening in the foreign exchange market. Have a great day.